him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-magub, it's time for the only news that matters. And for the first time since the band wrapped up the last concert of its final world tour back in November of 2019, Slayer, which is Tom Araya, Kerry King, Dave Lombardo, and Jeff Hanneman. That to me is Slayer. But this Slayer was Tom Araya, Kerry King, Gary Holt, and Paul Bostaph. And they announced that they will return to the stage this fall, headlining two major festivals, Riot Fest and Louder Than Live, and I think a few other more. And nothing compares to the 90 minutes when we're on stage playing live, sharing the intense energy with our fans, says Araya. And to be honest, we have missed that. And then Kerry King says, have I missed playing live? Absolutely. Slayer means a lot to our fans. They mean a lot to us. It will be 5 years since we have seen them. It's about to get loud in Louisville as the long-running fan favorite festival Louder Than Live returns for its 10 years in 2024. You know, I mean, I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even know about this festival. But, yeah, producer Danny Wimmer presents one of the largest independent promoters in the U.S. pulled out all the stops to celebrate a decade of Louder Than Life, North American largest rock festival. Man, am I out of the loop. Including the mighty return of thrash god Slayer to the stage. In addition to their headlining performance, Loudmouths can also look forward to metal heavyweights Motley Crue. Metal heavyweights. Motley Crue, Slipknot, and Korn closing out additional nights of the 4-day event, which returns to its home on the Highland Festival ground at the Kentucky Exhibition Center in Louisville, Kentucky. We're thrilled to announce that Slayer will be reuniting for an earth-shattering performance at Louder Than Live, said Danny Wilmer. I was at their last show at the Forum in 2019. Actually, that wasn't their last show. They said it back then, but they lied. And have been working since then to bring them back on the louder stage. I guess there's no such thing as a farewell show, right? I mean, you can book it as the farewell tour, but man, I mean, Slayer, you know, honestly, I didn't think they were going to get back together. I look like a fool. I get it, you know. But I really did think Tom Araya was just sick of it. I know Kerry wanted to keep going. But now they're back. Well, half of them are back. Look, man, more power to you. I am a Lombardo guy. And, you know, and I want Jeff up on there too. No offense to Gary Holt. You know, I like you in Exodus. I'm Bonded by Blood and Temple of the Damned. I loved you on those albums, man. But not in Slayer. I'm sorry, man. It's Jeff Hanneman. Or nobody. It's like if Gary Holt was to be replaced in Exodus. It's just not right. And he's gone. And Dave Lombardo, to me, the greatest thrash drummer ever. Ever. You know, the guy's a beast. You know, and he's got his own style. He's very unorthodox, but he's amazing, man. I one time was at New York touring with the band, and the promoter actually bought us all tickets to see Dave Lombardo's. He did some thing at some club. I think the band was called Filth or Film, something like that. And oh my God, watching Dave Lombardo up there just bashing it. And there were parts of the show where he was doing like some Slayer stuff. And I was like, oh shit, man. You know, he did the double bass of Angel of Death. Anyway, that to me is Slayer, man. And I'm happy to say I saw them with Lombardo 6 times. I saw them with Bostaph 3 times. And I saw him 1 time with Deity, I forgot that guy's name. They had another drummer for a little bit, and I did see that because I was at a private party for the punk rock release album they had. Rick Rubin was there, and yeah, I was there. I won tickets on a local college metal radio show I listened to constantly, and I won tickets to the Slayer, party, and they played live, and that was with that Doherty guy, and it was a little tiny stage, and the fun part was seeing Tom Araya kick some dude right in the head. That was some wild stuff. But yeah, I was suckered. I went to go see their final tour, and it was good, but it's just, I mean, every time I saw Slayer, the best times were always with Lombardo. None against Botov. He's a good player. He plays fine, but there's something about Lombardo's looseness. It's the same thing with Bill Ward, my all-time favorite drummer. That looseness, just Black Sabbath never had that looseness since he left the band. And I feel the same way about Slayer. That crazy, unorthodox looseness that Dave Lombardo possessed was just amazing, man. And like I said, when I saw him in New York, it was mind-blowing how amazing this guy is. He's up there, man. I would have to probably put him in my top 5 greatest drummers of all time. I would have to think about that. But yeah, I saw the final tour with Bostaph and Gary Holt, and it was a good show. And I went, to pay my respects to Slayer, because at the time I thought they really were going to stop because I felt like Tom Araya was sick of it. I really did believe Tom Araya was sick of it. So I went. I enjoyed it, but still, it wasn't Slayer with Lombardo and Hanneman, man. I mean, every time I saw them, that lineup, it was always a better show, more intense. That to me is my Slayer. So I paid my respects on the final tour, and now I will not give them any respect on coming back. I'm sorry. And they're only saying, look, this ain't, they did a farewell tour. This is just a couple shows. It's not a tour. Yeah, it's not a tour. Yet. I mean, come on. Those people that went to LA Forum, you think, I'm telling you, a lot of those people there thought they were witnessing the final Slayer show. And I'm sure people even flew out for it. What a shame, man. I hate this crap. Stop saying farewell tours. Say, hey, man, we may come back in 5-10 years, But at the moment, I want to stop. I may not come back, but we may come back. Why can't they do that? I don't know, man. I'm telling you, that's how a band should announce a final tour, saying, look, I'm sick of it. I don't want to do it no more. But, if some years go down the road and I can't put the heater in my jacuzzi, then I'm going to have to go out and do it again for money. I would love to see a band do that. But that won't ever happen. Anyway, what do you all think of Slayer coming back together? You excited to see them? Leave it in the comments below. Or are you like me that you're like, I've seen them, over a dozen times, and screw that. I'm not supporting this crap. And how weird is it that this is announced right after Kerry King announces his solo thing, and him saying he hasn't talked to Tom Araya in how long? Since 2019. They haven't talked, and then a week or two later, they announced shows. It's like, I guess right after you did that interview, you talked to Tom Araya. I mean, it's kind of quick to announce, just 2 weeks, but crazy, right? What the hell is going on? This is just insane. A real weird time to announce a Slayer reunion a week after Kerry announces his solo stuff. What do you all think of this craziness? Leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching The Only News That Matters. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and Hell Awaits. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston, and so nevermore shall we see you again.